guys, I had an amazing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Should have known something was going to crop up. This morning I woke up with a pounding headache. Sore throat and very little voice. Just felt terrible, and I'm like, oh no, I caught the cootie that is going around the clinic, and that is nobody's fault but my own. I had not been wearing a mask. I was just, you know, comforted in knowing that the one lady who's actively sick right now kept spraying Lysol around her in her work area and being very vigilant about trying to keep everybody else from getting sick. But I should have been more proactive in my care and been wearing a mask, and I haven't been. And the first week I get back, I woke up feeling the way they've been describing. I'm like, oh no. My first thought was they're not going to do my chemo tomorrow, and I don't want anything interrupting my chemo. So they had me come back in today. They drew again because I'm feeling symptoms, and it's good. My white blood cell count is good. So to err on the side of caution, they prescribed me an antibiotic that I can take with my Taxol, which is the chemo that I'm having Friday. So that was a relief. I can still go in for my treatment tomorrow, but just to be on the safe side, to buffer my system, because any little something, any little cold, any little something can turn into something, especially with patients on chemo. So I went and picked up my antibiotic, came home, and I slept. I mean, my head felt so heavy and just so achy. My skin, you guys, everything with this disease happens overnight, it seems. Like symptoms just, boop, hello. Can't tell. Look at this. I have breakouts right here on my cheeks and across my forehead. But my skin is super dry. It was really, well, it is. When I wash my face, it's really, red right here and across here. That is chemo related. The inside, oh, that was another thing that I woke up with. Well, actually, it's been happening the last few days, but this morning was a full-on nosebleed, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have this horrible headache and a nosebleed. I mean, I'm convinced I had an aneurysm pop. I mean, I'm just convinced something's really wrong. But it turns out the red patches are sun. I am supposed to be wearing sunscreen, and I'm like, but it's like the fall, and it's not even hot. Y'all remember me bringing in my plants? Okay, those many hours of me being out in the sun, even if it was cool, because I remember I was freezing, I got sunburned, guys. The redness is sunburn. The dryness is the chemo. The nosebleeds is the inside of my nose. My nostrils are super dry, so they gave me this little ointment that you put on the inside of your nostrils. I know it's nostrils, but I say nostrils. The inside of your nostrils to keep them moist, because apparently the hair in my nose is coming out practically gone. I had no idea. You guys, my goodness gracious, it's like every time I turn around, there's something else to learn about the human body, a new symptom that is cropping up. It's just a lot of information. So I am on an antibiotic. I can take my treatment tomorrow. I am sunburned. The dry skin is from the chemo. The hair in my ears and my nostrils are gone. So I have to moisturize. They didn't give me anything for my ears, but for my nose, that little ointment. The nose bleeding is from this, you know, just everything being all dry in there. Because, not to be too TMI, when I do blow, it is like, you know, when you have a scab, I'm blowing out scabs. But this morning, like I said, it was just full on nosebleed. I'm like, okay. So everything is chemo related. But the headache and the sore throat, the voice came back, as y'all can tell. Could be the beginning of something. I could have caught the cootie, but my blood work doesn't show that I am infected, so they're just taking precautions to keep it from becoming anything. So I went home. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, guys. It's just so much friggin' information. It's more like I'm thinking out loud, trying to keep everything straight in my head, and then recording it in case I forget. But right now the headache is just like at the temples, a little bit right here. My nose is on fire. It's very, very dry. I didn't bring my little ointment with me. I didn't know how often I was going to need it. I did moisturize my face, which is stinging because the cracks and the dry. They're stinging a little. I'm just not very comfortable, but I definitely feel better than I did this morning. I'm just so upset. I had Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were so good, guys. I was so productive. I am getting the hang of the appointment setting. I was feeling so freaking good, guys. Should have known. Y'all know me and happy. I should have known. But it's okay. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I have doctors taking care of me. I'm able to afford my meds, so it's all good. It's all good. It can always be worse. But I came home and I slept a bit. I ate, and now I am heading to El Ros. Okay, I'm going to Ross, guys. My clothes don't fit no more. Total, I've lost maybe 15 pounds in a month. I'd 14, let's just say, because 14 and some ounces. Let's just say I done lost 15 pounds. And at first I was like, how in the heck have I lost 15 pounds when I look at my face and I'm all poofy in the noodle? You know, like my face is all swollen. But hello, at 52, when you lose weight, you get the turkey waddle. So I'm like, but my face looks so fat. How have I lost 15 pounds and my face is so fat? I'm thinking it's a turkey waddle. I'm thinking all my skin is coming loose from them 15 pounds. But I can't see it in my face, but I can definitely feel it in my body. I'm doing the whole saggy bottom thing. Like my pants are super droopy in the butt, and it's kind of embarrassing. And I'm like, and I already got enough going on right now that I need to be, or that I don't need to be, but that I feel self-conscious about. I don't need saggy bottom. Anyway, when I tried to get dressed this morning, I'm so tired of my pants not fitting. And I have for the longest time now needed some black slacks. I've been wanting some black slacks. I'm going to come in here and see what they have. I like the prices at Ross. This is what I do. For me, I do thrift store, Ross, Burlington, Walmart, and then the mall. That's me. Those are the steps I take when I'm going to buy myself something. So I don't feel like going to the thrift stores too far. So I'm just going to go to Ross. I'm going to watch my pennies and see if I can find some black slacks. I need some tan or neutral color little slip-ons, slow flats. And now that I see this, I need something green. I could have swore I had green things, but I don't. I don't have anything Kelly green. I don't have anything lime green. And I love green, and I don't have anything. So I already had my head situated when I went looking for a top, and I couldn't find one. But I'm not very comfortable in this top because you can see my port scar, and I'm already feeling super self-conscious. I decided not to wear a cap today because one, I didn't have anything that would match this. And I don't care right now. I care, but I don't care. I'm too tired to really care. But the other day, it was Tuesday. People are entitled to feel how they feel. I would never tell someone that they're wrong for how they react to things that they see. I have issues with certain things I can't look at, certain things make me uncomfortable, but I at least attempt to be an adult about it and power through, because I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. And y'all remember when I told the cafeteria ladies or the deli ladies about my situation, that one of them fell the frick apart, that she couldn't look at me the same, that she was struggling to like look at me? Well, I was out a whole week and then was not having much of an appetite prior to that, so I wasn't going to the deli. And the day that I told you guys I got my appetite back, whatever day that was, I went down there and I saw the particularly tender lady, and she wouldn't look me in the eye. She caught my glance, because as soon as I make eye contact with them, I smile or do my that. As soon as she made eye contact with me, she looked down. I'm like, whoa, really? Okay. And then she was the one who ended up taking my order. And she's like, hi, Melissa. What can I get for you this morning? She wouldn't look me in the face. She was talking really low. And I'm like, she was making me uncomfortable. Okay. Like I said, you are entitled to feel however you want to feel. But when you're working with the public, you got to grow a pair. And you cannot be so obvious. You know what I mean? I would never. And working with the public, working in a clinical setting, I've come across people who, in the real world, God forgive me, they may have something about them that makes me uncomfortable, but I don't act on it. I would never be so obvious and make them feel uncomfortable. Would never. And she just made me really, really uncomfortable and made me feel so sickly and so ugly. She couldn't even look at me. She was barely speaking. I was very uncomfortable, and that put a level of self-consciousness. Am I saying that right? Consciousness, consciousness on me. I felt very ugly. I felt very sick. I felt very weird. I felt very exposed. It made me feel really bad. So I'm not in any hurry to get back down there. But right now my scar is showing, so I'm feeling very exposed. But it is what it is. I'm gonna go into this Ross. Bath and Body Works is right there. Remember that day I told you guys that I had that gift card? But I don't feel like going into Bath and Body Works. I don't really feel like going into Ross. El Ross. And I like Ross. But I need to look for some slacks and some shoes. And something green. And I just need a distraction. Today was not what I expected. I got up, thinking I'm going to go to work. Once I start moving, the headache will pass. But I am tired. But I gotta do what I gotta do. So, let's go into Ross. You guys, now Walmart is torturing me with Dolly stuff. Look. Look at the Dolly Christmas. Look at this, guys. It's a high heel boot stocking. Dolly caps. What would Dolly do journals? Dolly ornaments. Look, the coat of many colors. This is the song that reminds me of my mom so much, and they have a whole ornament. I gotta Google the price. And the beautiful pink guitar, the glass ornament, trinket trays. I saw Dolly kissing Santa Claus. Did I have anything in it? No. Look. Have a Holly Dolly Christmas. A glass tree. Look at this snow globe with a pink butterfly. Oh my goodness. And it's musical. What friggin' song does it play? Oh my gosh. I gotta try that. Look at this stained glass coat of many colors. Deck the halls with songs of Dolly. Dolly wrapping paper. Dolly gift bags. Oh my gosh. It's White Christmas, y'all. Hola guys, happy Friday. It's a whole nother day. I am freshening off the streets, off the calles, ando de callejera. From chemo, I am super exhausted. My eyes are heavier than an elephant's ankles, and my tummy is tore up, but it didn't keep me from hitting the streets. And I'm gonna blame it on my friend Alicia. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Lunch was her suggestion and thrifting was mine, guys. She got off work early and came and sat with me the last, I don't know, 30-40 minutes of my chemo. Visited with me, and then we went to eat, and despite my being sleepy and tummy troubled, we were so close to the thrift outlet that I asked if she wanted to go, and she did, and she found some stuff. I always love it when people who aren't as diehard a thrifter as I am go to a thrift store and come away with stuff. I always feel happy for them. That's how it starts. But I found some stuff, and I came home, barely made it in the door, guys. My body is not happy. I didn't even finish my lunch. I was hungry while I was there, but a few bites in, I was done, and I was gonna bring it home and decided I'm not gonna eat it anyway, and I ended up throwing it away. And I hate to waste money, but it was still a nice afternoon. It was a nice lunch because I had company. So I meant to show you guys the haul from yesterday, my little running around yesterday, and I came home just so friggin' exhausted that I was asleep by 8 o'clock, guys. I was knocked out, but everything's set up. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the few things that I purchased. Y'all saw that I went to El Ros. And while I found a whole lot of pants / slacks that I liked, y'all saw that some of them fit funny. But I did find one pair that I liked the fit on, and it's the one with the buttons. The one with the little buttons. These give me sailor vibes, but they're really cute. They fit my height, they fit my body without being saggy baggy, and they were only $12.99. So I thought that was an amazing price for some comfy, stretchy, they're not slacks, but they're not a legging. They're a thick pantaloon. So I got those. And then I got the Beauty Puff collection because just that morning I was looking for one of these and I thought I had some, but it turned out I don't. I only have the beauty blenders. I'm sorry, guys. I only have the beauty blenders, and those don't do powder right. 6 pieces for $3.99. And then I saw this the last time I was at El Ros, and it was $6.99. And I'm like, no, because it's going to be itty bitty super teeny tiny. And I don't want to pay $7 for something super tiny. And I had found the other Anna Sui's there. But this is my favorite Anna Sui, the mermaid. Look at this itsy bitsy, okay? It was $6.99, but reduced to $4.99. So I'm like, it's meant for me. I'm going to carry it in my purse. This is my favorite. The one I tend to grab the most every morning. Oh, my lips are so chapped, y'all. Look. Look at how cute and how tiny. Hold on. I don't even know how to open this. Is it a twisty? Yeah, it's a pop. So I'm going to have to do like them little old ladies and dab my finger in it and go to my pulse points. Or, I don't think I have a scent wand that skinny. Oh, but that's it, y'all. That's it. Isn't that the cutest friggin' thing? And hopefully it doesn't spill in my purse. Maybe I'll leave it in the car. I don't know, but I had to have it. It was absolutely stinking adorable. It's the mini me to my original. But that's everything that I picked up at El Ros. And then at Walmart, I was tired. I'm so scaly. It's so weird how my skin is dry and broke out at the same time. I'm sorry, I digress. I was still on the lookout for some beige, tan, neutral color shoes. And I found those cute brown ones. With your brown? Cute brownish ones at El Ros. But I didn't want to pay no $24.99 for a pair of shoes. I'm sorry, ain't gonna happen. And I was hoping that Walmart had something a little cheaper. And I found these. Some little beigey flats. I'm not a fan of this. I'm going to have to scuff the heck out of it. Oh, no. I won't be slipping and sliding. They got some rubbery things happening here. But I grabbed these in an 8.5. I'm a size 8. But because the toes can be pointy and my feet swell sometimes, I always try and go for an 8.5, especially in a flat. So I grabbed these, and these were not that much cheaper, but they were still cheaper. These were 17 something. Did they tear the tag off? Why you tear the tag off? These were $17.88, I think. So I grabbed those. These are going to be my go-to neutrals whenever I need a neutral. And then the only thing I picked up were, aside from the grocery things that I needed and cat food and stuff, was another of the White Peach and Daisy, which I am out of. An Appleberry Rose, which I hadn't seen since the last time I bought it, and I really, really liked it. So I grabbed one of those. And then the Sweet Love Spell in the Illumiscence brand. This smells just like Love Spell from Victoria's Secret. It smells just like it, guys. I just love it. It's a nice, familiar scent. Little dude likes it. It stinks up your house real pretty. Is it winter? No. But neither are the other scents that I picked. This kind of works for fall, the Appleberry Rose. But I like to keep my wax stocked because I don't like my house to smell bad or not smell of anything. You know what I mean? But while I was unloading the car yesterday, I found what has been tinkering in the back of my trunk for some time now. It seemed like every time I made a wide turn or a U-turn, I kept hearing this noise in the back, and I'm so glad it didn't break, guys. I found this little mug at the bins, and I tucked it away in the little bag with all my grocery bags in it so it wouldn't break, and I forgot about it. Well, that bag tipped over, and the little cup tipped out. And it reads, "This is the day the Lord has made." This has got to be from what, the 80s? Doesn't she give 70s, 80s vibes? And then it has a little happy flower face in the back. And then a little butterfly in there. Really cute. I need to sanitize, wash it, and put it in rotation up around here. This gives me tea vibes. So this will be a teacup for me. But I wanted to show you all that because I totally forgot about it. Then I went to Dollar Tree. I don't remember why. But I went to Dollar Tree, and while I was there, I got napkins, which I needed. So I guess it was good that I went. TP for downstairs, which I'm going to need, so I'm glad I went. I went ahead and grabbed one of these bubble tea in brown sugar. This is Lady Boba Bubble Tea Brown Sugar. I think I've tried a canned bubble tea, and it was okay. The boba balls are a little small and not as chewy. Not as good chewy. They're almost caramelly chewy because they've been sitting in a can for however long. I saw some boba in the bottles, the fruit bursting boba, but I wasn't a fan of the flavored teas, so I left that. So I was glad to see just your traditional brown sugar, black bubble tea. So we're going to try that. I'm going to set that in the refrigerator to get nice and chill. I'm trying, guys, but I love a little sweet treat, and these are Amaze Balls, the Sour Patch Kids Peach. I love these so much, so every time I see them, I grab 1 or 2 little bags, and I try and be good, but I love them. Then, I couldn't remember, and I can't remember now, why I needed a scraper a few times already, and I don't have one accessible. I can't remember where I put the other one I had, but it wasn't anything this big. So this is a safety scraper with blades. Here come your blades in the little safety canister, and just a little scraper for tags. And I'm sure that's what I needed it for, to remove a sticker from something thrifted. But I don't think I'd seen this before, so I went ahead and grabbed that. And then the following, I'm going to blame on Frugal J. I watch her on the way to work sometimes, a lot of times on the way home from work. And if I'm ever at a Dollar Tree after 4:30 p.m., I friggin' guarantee you is because I saw something that I want that she found, or she just got the Dollar Tree butterflies going in my belly. But I am super dry, super cracked. My hands, everything is just drying up. And I've tried moisturizers. I've tried all kinds of things, and some work, some don't. But I don't have a tried and true item that works, so I'm still kind of looking. And she purchased the Hydro Plus Water Gel with hyaluronic acid. Quenches dry skin and keeps it looking hydrated all day. They compare it to Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. So this is Hydro Plus Water Gel. Supposed to work as well as Neutrogena. And we're going to give it a try. And I hope it works, but then I hope it doesn't, because I'm going to fall in love with it and then I'm not going to be able to find it again. But that was totally inspired by Miss Frugal J. She picked up some makeup as well, so I had my eyeballs in the makeup. And at first I didn't see anything I didn't already have. It just depends on the store you go to. But I found this stunning satin lip tint in velvety matte texture. Right now, as dry and cakey as my whole cabeza is, I really don't need matte. I need some gloss, okay? But it looked interesting, okay? Now, I'm going to open it with you guys, and I'm going to see if it's a lipstick or if it's a lip stain with a wand. Because I'm petrified of lip stains. Oh, it looks like a lip gloss. I'm petrified of lip stains because first of all, my lips are completely chapped up here. So they're going to bleed up. And then I'm an older lady. So whether my lips are chapped or not, I tend to bleed up. Just bleed out of the lip line unless you lip line. But it just looked fancy. Don't it look fancy? And the color's really, really rich. I'm not going to put it on my lips because, like I said, I don't want it to bleed all up on me. But let's do a little swatch. Whoa. That is a pretty matte. Ooh, yeah, I got to condition my lips because that is gorgeous. It smells like lipstick. You get used to the vanilla scent or the chocolate scent of like MAC or whatever. I know. I just sounded so bougie. Okay, not just MAC. Your L'Oreal and your friggin' CoverGirl have the same vanilla or chocolate scents. This one just smells waxy. Not offensive, but it smells waxy. And it's probably because it is a matte formula. But look at that. That's so pretty. I love it. I love it so much. So I got that. And then I also went ahead and got the Marie Claire. So this is Le Mercier. I know it ain't Le Mercier. They're trying to dupe you into thinking it's Le Mercier. But Le Mercier. That's that brand. And then I found another Marie Claire product. Again, I'm waiting for the hammer to drop on my eyebrows. But until now... And I do think they are thinning some because I tried to comb them up this morning with the wax. And they looked a little sparser. Is that a word? I'm assuming it's dark brown. Nowhere on here does it say the color. But you have your little point right here. Okay. And then you have your little spoolie right here. And I just have a spoolie with the little wax that I've been trying to use, but it's loose, so it keeps rolling around on the counter, and I've lost it a couple of times. This has the spoolie attached. Granted, this isn't a wax or a pomade, it's just the pencil, but I like that it's attached, so I don't gotta keep track of a spoolie. So grab that, and then I went ahead and grabbed this. The day I went for my labs, my lips were super, super cracked. I thought, well, maybe if I put some lip gloss on my lips, it'll help. But I wanted just clear because you don't want to define crust, okay? You don't want to put lip gloss or lipstick on crust because it's like, ew. So I'm like, if I can just get like a clear gloss. I can't find my clear gloss in this friggin' house. I almost put clear mascara and brow definer on my yep, okay, because it looked like it, and when I pulled the wand out, it's a friggin' spoolie. I'm like, ooh, I'm glad I really paid attention. But I know I have clear lip gloss. I can't friggin' find it, and I say all that to say, I found some clear lip. This better be lip gloss. It ain't mascara, is it? Moisturizing lip gloss. That's what I was looking for on Wednesday. Some chapstick or some clear lip gloss. I couldn't find it, but I found one little tube at my Dollar Tree, so I went ahead and grabbed it. This is going to stay in my car along with the Chap Ice. And if I'm lucky enough this weekend to come across my a zillion bazillion chapsticks, I'll drop some of those in the car too. But I grabbed that, and that was everything that I picked up at the Dollar Tree today after chemo. We went thrifting, and I picked up a few things. Let me tell you all about that, okay? So I get there today, absolutely exhausted because I haven't slept. I told you guys I cannot sleep since I shaved my head. I cannot find a comfortable position. So I think I may have gotten an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of sleep, and I just knew I'm going to get there, and there's a sick twist to chemo where I actually look forward to it because I can relax. Well, that's what I thought. I was like, they're just going to hook me up, and I'll just sleep, you know, I'll just sleep. Nope. We had a hiccup today. So when they go into your port, I don't know because I don't look, okay? If they've described what they do, I don't remember, and I certainly never look to see what they're doing. Apparently when they connect the little IV to your port, they pull back and they're supposed to have a blood draw. They're supposed to be able to draw some blood into the tube, and that tells them that the veins and everything are good to go, that the chemo can go in and there's no problem. Well, when I walked in today, my nurse wasn't there. There was a new nurse, very nice lady. And she connects the little thingy in, and she's like, have they ever had trouble getting a blood draw from you? I'm like, I've never had blood drawn from my port. She's like, no, when they put in your chemo, when they get you ready for chemo, have they ever had trouble getting a blood draw or getting blood drawn or something like that? And I'm like, I honestly can't tell you. I don't know what the procedure is, but we've never had any problems of any kind. So she said, okay. So she had me lift my left arm over my head. She had me look to the right and cough. She had me look to the left and cough. She laid me flat, trying to get blood into the little, the tubey thing, and nothing would happen. So I'm like, oh, could it be the antibiotic that I was put on yesterday? Because I woke up feeling unwell yesterday and they gave me an antibiotic just to ward off anything worse happening. Could that be it? She said it shouldn't be. So she tried and tried and tried, and she kind of mashed around a little bit to make sure that the port was in place and everything was in place and everything was fine. She flushed it. I tasted that flush. If you've ever had any type of surgery and they flush you with an IV or they give you IV fluids, you get that flavor, that taste. I tasted that. She goes, it's flushing just fine, but I can't get anything drawn out. So I'm starting to panic. Okay, I'm like, oh gosh. One, this is going to interfere with my chemo, which I don't want any interference with. What if I have a blood clot? Because I've heard that can happen. And if that happens, sometimes they have to go in and remove the port. And then if they remove the port, then they have no other option but to give you chemo in through your arm. And that can be devastating on your veins. So there goes my head. There goes my head. There goes my head. And I'm trying not to freak out. And she says, but it may just be kind of like a little callus or a scab over the entry to the port. She's explaining all this medical jargon to me, and she says, so what we're going to do, I'm going to give you a medication that is supposed to dissolve anything going on in there. She goes, we know everything is placed correctly because the saline flush is going through. She goes, but if there is like a little scab or the beginnings of a clot, when we try and draw out, the little flap will suck back into the tube. It's like it blows out and then sucks back in and covers everything up. I loved how she described that to me because it made sense. So she administered some meds to me. She goes, we're going to give it 30 minutes and it can take 30 minutes to an hour depending on what's happening in there. She said, but you should be okay. It's very common. Don't worry. Don't panic. This doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the port. Abájate de ahí, por favor, Martincito. I'm sorry. My kitty wants to go outside. And he's on my windowsill with all my plants. But anywho. So, she gives me the meds. She makes me comfortable. And comes back 15 minutes. She says, I know it's early, she said, but I want to see. She goes in, she pulls. We got hemoglobin, okay? We got the red stuff. So she's like, okay, we have a good draw. She goes, I'm going to go ahead and order your chemo because you can't order the chemo until they let the chemo people know that they have a successful draw because it's not safe to administer chemo. You don't know where it's going. If they administer it and they're not getting a blood draw, it could go into surrounding tissue and you don't want that. That's bad. So she got the draw. She orders it. Mind you, this is like about an hour past where we should have started, which is fine. I was just very, very grateful. I had been there praying. I'm laying there praying. Just like, God, please move in this room. Please move over my body. Please let things flow where they're supposed to flow. I'm praying that it works. And then 15 minutes later, it works. So they were able to administer, and because it was running later is why my friend was able to make it and come visit with me, because I was there extra time. So then after we're out and about, I picked up these few little things at the thrift. I think I dropped a bag. Maybe not. I was good. I put stuff back, guys, because I'm like, I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need this. I don't need that. But I did buy this movie called Inconceivable with Nicolas Cage, Faye Dunaway, Gina Gershon. And all it reads is a mother, Nikki Whalen, looks to escape her abusive past by moving to a new town where she befriends another mother, Gina Gershon, who grows suspicious of her. That's all it says. Suspicious why? I don't know. But there's a Prager's lady. There's Gershon. There's Nicolas Cage hugging the Prager's lady. No, that's hugging somebody else. I don't know what's going on, okay? But it sounded good, and I love Nicolas Cage, and it was only 99 cents. So I grabbed that. I have been wanting a little pouch for all of my diabetes things, my strips, my little diabetes kit. The stuff that I ordered does not come with a kit. It comes with a little pouch, and the pouch keeps like a little drawstring pouch, and it keeps opening and spilling everything in my purse, and it's driving me crazy. So I had been wanting a little pouch, but I wanted something cute, and I saw this little thingy, and I like the sparkles. How much was this? Did they pull the tag off? No, this was $1.99. And when I opened it, I'm like, it's Givenchy. Givenchy? 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 Say it how you want to say it from wherever you're from. You guys, I'm so tired. I hear myself talking, and I think I'm speaking clearly, but my brain is just like, so I definitely need to sleep. I'm super sleepy. But anyway, look at the pretty sparklies. I'm going to use that for my diabetes stuff. And then I can't resist these. I am so addicted to porcelain, glass, whatever, hearts. I have a growing collection outside hanging on my little trinket hooks out there. I don't know why I'm so drawn or why I chose or have chosen to put these outside, but it's one of these little, it's just my little glass heart with flowers on it. And it was 99 cents. So it'll go out there with my other little ones. And then I thought, well, small pickings, that's good. It's good. Save a little money. And then I came across these, and these had me written all over them. And I'm not going to unwrap all of them, but there's 3 of them. Exactly the same. I don't want to blind y'all. They're beveled edge. Gobble, gobble. Y'all remember those 80s profile pictures where you'd smile and that profile would come out? Your mama just had to have them pictures because they were so fancy. They didn't do those at Sears. They only did them at school, remember? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anywho, I got 3 of these with the beveled edges. Loved them. And they're mounted on some nice solid wood. I got the 3 that they had, and each were $3.99. So I already know exactly where I'm going to put these. Hopefully I'm not clumsy with them and break them. But I got the 3, and that was all. That was all that I picked up. And I wanted to share that with you guys. And I'm going to go to bed. This house needs a good straightening up, a good cleaning, but I can't do it, guys. But I hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday, you guys. I hope you all are going to roll into a fantastic Saturday, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. God willing, primero Dios. I'll see y'all tomorrow. So until my next go around, guys, I love y'all bunches. Bye.